Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Bless you. Oh, we love you all. How wonderful love is. Here we go. King in the rain. Today, the 30th of November, 1989. That's electronic and getting away with it. 3 minutes after 3. I lie. It's 4 minutes after 3. Please say hello to your afternoon boys, who are James and Happening Boy and Julian and Richard and Diane and Janice and Mikey and Gary and Stuart. And later on, those Status Quo boys will be here today.
Let's hear it for the boys, boys.
Let's see what we have for you today. The true stories, the weather, the traffic, the comedy, the news, the characters and callers, plus Status Quo, our live guests, hopefully in about 40 minutes' time. Plus we'll tell you about tonight's Top of the Pops, the music press, and Are You Ulcer Prone? All that coming up and more.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. Steve Wright, Stereo 1, Steve Wright, Stereo FM. Weekdays, 3 to 5:30. Steve on 1, right in on 1, the afternoon on radio. Steve Wright on Radio 1.
Show today. That was very, very entertaining. There were so many of them in the corridor out here, you just wouldn't believe it. We're hoping the Quo Boys will arrive within the next 30 or 40 minutes, then they'll be on, and hopefully they'll be playing live too. The weather today is dull and overcast and foggy, chilly. After 5 p.m, very, very cold. Right now, plus 4 or 5 degrees centigrade. Low tonight, minus 3 degrees centigrade. Tonight, foggy and frosty. We have a message from the travel unit. There's currently a power cut affecting most of central London, particularly the West End. Now, this means that none of the traffic lights are working. This will create a great deal of confusion and increase the central London traffic congestion as we approach the peak period. Drivers are advised to avoid central London if at all possible. We are on emergency power.
But we're still big and powerful.
Radio 1.
Big FM in Europe.
From the BBC, it's another true story.
Time for a Thursday afternoon true story. Oh, a full posse. And yes, within the hour, Status Quo will be here. Enough. A shocking 4 out of 5 people say they'd walk to the altar with a different spouse if given the chance to wed again.
Shocking!
That is the startling result of a study by noted psychiatrist Dr. Leo Wallman.
Made up name!
That's the same name as you, Mikey. No, not quite. Who hypnotized 80 people married between 4 and 15 years. He asked, would you choose to tie the knot again with the same partner? A whopping 64 or 80% said no way.
It's another true story.
Remember this, Great Britain. The darkest hour of your life is only 60 minutes.
You can phone us on 016374343. Diane waiting for your calls. Or you can fax us and nominate a Mr. Spoons, 016362476. This is just brilliant. This is going to be the Christmas number 1. Soul to soul. Check it out. Soul. Yeah. Thursday, November 30th, 1989. The 334th day with 31 to go. We have only 20 shopping days to go before Christmas. And all the stuff's gone up in the shops now. I notice that since about 10 days ago, everything went up. Have you noticed that? Isn't it hideous? Today in history, President Ronald Reagan told a Time magazine interviewer in 1986 that Oliver North was a national hero. He said that reporters who'd uncovered the Iran-Contra affair had to take responsibility for their judgment. In 1985, 36 South African trade unions united to try and end apartheid. This day, 1874, Sir Winston Churchill was born. Mark Twain was born this day, 1835. Real name Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Wrote, of course, Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn. And Oliver Winchester, born this day, 1810. Bought a gun company in 1857 and had one named after him. Yes, the Winchester.
Guys, listen here. Send us a fax on 01, what's the number? Oh, yeah, 636-2476, okay?
Radio 1. Call Steve Wright in the afternoon.
01
637 4343.
Now, coming up in our true stories, a man chops off his hand. And a record amount of dosh paid for a Ferrari. All that and more on the true stories later. All right, James, thank you. Mr. Mad online?
It's Mr. Mad here.
Now listen.
Now listen you to me, pal.
All right.
I'll tell you where I'm living today.
Go on,
You
then.
can have your say.
No, it's all right. I'm sulking now.
I'll tell you where I'm living. I'm living inside a drum
Yes.
of industrial cleaning fluid by the side of a road in Whittle Avenue in the Sedgensworth West Estate in Fareham in Hampshire, pal.
Wow, that's pretty specific.
That's where I am, and I'll be there for the next 15 minutes if anyone wants to come along and say hello.
All right. Everyone's going to go down there now, aren't they?
I've got to go now because there's a crowd of people coming down. They don't look too pleased.
By the way,
Did I tell you I was Gloria Hunniford?
Nicky Campbell. 032 and sunny in Glasgow. Hello, Glasgow. 032 and sunny. Wow. Belfast, 8:46 and sunny. Hi, Belfast. Hello, Manchester. You're 5:41 and cloudy today. It's 14:39. Sunny in Birmingham. Cardiff, 5:41 and sunny. London is 8:46 and sunny. 6:43 and sunny in Exeter. Southampton, 5:41 and sunny. 7:45 and sunny in Swansea. Norwich, 7:45 and cloudy. The same for Leeds, Liverpool, Edinburgh, Jersey and Guernsey. In Brussels, they have -5, 23 and snow this afternoon. So we're not as bad as them.
Radio 1 announces Phase 2 of its FM switch-on. From December the 19th, Radio 1 FM will be coming to Cardigan Bay, southwest Scotland and North Cumbria, East Anglia, and the southeast of England. Catch the most powerful music force in the UK. Radio 1 FM, coming to a radio near you from December the 19th.
No, that music, sir.
What music?
That music. Oh, Blind Jack was playing that music on his stereo.
What music are you talking about?
5 lean dwarfs
What
came
music?
into his front room and carried him off to the dwarf world. You don't want to be playing that music, sir. Not that music.
Ah, this music. Schofield's chore today is Bring in a Banjo by 5:15.
A winter's day.
Uncle, I am a rock. It's 24 minutes after 3 at 1FM. Philip Schofield's chore is to bring in a banjo by 5:15. Phil, if you're listening, you won't be allowed in to do your show unless you bring in a banjo and play it for us before 5:15. I don't know what time the Quo Boys will be going. In fact, I don't know what time they're going to be getting here. But that's what you've got to do, Phil. Whatever happens, you've got to bring in a banjo by 5:10, 5:15. Okie dokie, let's have a look at some traffic for you. First of all, the West End of London is the place to avoid due to a power cut earlier on. Many shops and stores and traffic lights and all sorts of people are out of power at the moment. So that means havoc, regrettably. The M1 South Yorkshire, there's a couple of contraflows on the M1 in South Yorkshire, firstly near junction 33. Now that's the A630 turn-off for Sheffield and Rotherham. On the M5 in Devon, hello Devon, roadworks are slowing drivers down on the approaches to Exeter between 30 and 31. Delays are likely over this stretch until Christmas. And on the M6 in Staffordshire, northbound lane closures at number 12 near Cannock. Northbound entry and exits are also closed.
And now it's time for Michael Barrymore's topical joke for today.
What do you call an East European on a space hopper? A bouncing check. What? You at the back there? What? A bouncing check? What?
Today is St. Andrew's Day. Happy St. Andrew's Day. Thursday, November 30th, 1989. And the anniversary is the 10th of the death of entertainer Joyce Grenfell. The 50th that Russia invaded Finland. Did they do that? The 100th of the birth of psychologist Edgar Douglas. It's the National Day of Barbados and Benin today. Book out today called The Heart of Rock and Roll by Dave Marsh. It is the royal premiere of When Harry Met Sally tonight in the presence of Princess Diana, who will witness that very, very rude naughty scene. The Vienna Philharmonic Orchestra play Haydn, Strauss, Dvorak at the Royal Festival Hall in London. The European Satellite Communications Conference at the Queen Elizabeth II Conference Centre. The Queen presents the Queen's Badge of Honour to Countess Mountbatten of Burma at the British National Red Cross headquarters today. And in Panto, Babes in the Wood with Bobby Nutt at the Crucible Theatre in Sheffield.
The Ozone Friendly Show.
Now, coming up later, the true stories, the weather, the traffic, the comedy, the news, the characters, the callers. Diamond Geezer will pick Mr. Spoons in the next half an hour. Plus, Status Quo will be our live guests. Also today, we'll tell you about tonight's Top of the Pops, the music press, and Are You Ulcer Prone?
Join us when we come back as Steve Wright in the Afternoon continues after the news.
3:30 now in the UK. The News on 1. Here comes Alan Robb.
Radio 1 News.
West German police are examining a letter found close to the scene of this morning's explosion near Frankfurt, which killed Alfred Herrhausen, the head of the country's largest...
Radio 1.
The Big FM in Europe.
From the BBC.
And now, back to more music on Steve Wright in the Afternoon.
Just for white boys. 24 minutes to 4, 1FM. Dave and the gang want to thank everyone who was involved in the move of the Somerset Family Practitioner Committee from Weston-super-Mare to Taunton. Jenny and Simone want to say hi to everyone at the Alexander Theatre in Birmingham and also to Pete Rainsford.
This is Britain's most dangerous radio show.
To all the girls who are going around Stone Town in Staffordshire on a pub crawl in pyjamas, and happy birthday to Sandra. Really? It looks like R.A.E. Whitfields is in the 5th year at Hamilton Grammar School in Scotland, and her best friend Suzanne Wilson wants to wish her the best of luck in her exams. If you'd like to call us, Diane taking your calls right now. And we're on 016374343. If you'd like to fax a Mr. Spoons, it's 016362476. You all right, Diamond?
No, stay low.
And Diamond Geezer will pick one in about 5 minutes' time.
It's another true story.
A fellow who wanted to get rid of his hand has finally succeeded after cutting it off for the second time. Only 7 months earlier, the 27-year-old man first severed his left hand in a circular saw. Ambulance workers arrived in time to preserve the hand so it could be reattached by surgeons in a long and complicated operation. But the medical miracle was quickly undone when the patient once again put his stitched-on hand into a circular saw deliberately. This time it couldn't be saved. He said the hand was useless and he didn't want it anymore, says police officer John McLean. Now state health officials want to know why the Pontiac, Michigan handyman was allowed to cut off his hand a second time. Another true story. It's bizarre, I know, on Steve Wright in the afternoon.
It's another true story.
Good afternoon. We've just heard that all other shows currently on your dial are running late. Many are running up to 15 years late. Customers are therefore advised to stay on this show, currently heading smoothly into the 90s. Thank you.
Jimmy Somerville and Robin Reyes and Tina Turner. Tina, what was your most embarrassing moment? Blows on the video, the Inner City and Gloria Estefan, UB40 and the New Kids on the Block. That's at 7 o'clock with Gary Davis. Hi, Gary. 7:30, Philip Schofield live on Thursday. Phil's chore today is to bring in a banjo before 5:10 or he won't be on tonight. Phil live on Thursday, maybe at 7:30. John Peel 8:30, featuring music in session from American all-girl band Fire Party. Into the night with Nicky Campbell, 10 o'clock. He'll be placing more passages and there'll be more music in session from violin virtuoso Nigel Kennedy. Thanks, monster. Richard Skinner at 12.
Let's see what's making news.
Okay, record numbers of tourists have been visiting the UK, 13.5 million so far this year. Gorbachev begins a round of meetings in Rome, culminating with an audience with His Holiness the Pope. Gays are to get their own soap opera called Street Passions. Meanwhile, nominations closed at noon for PM challenges and Sir Anthony Mayer is the only one. Comedian Peter Cook has married a Chinese girl called Lin Chang. And in Britain, there's to be a clampdown on food colorings. Likely to be affected, beer, butter, white bread and tea.
Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Radio 1 FM coming up on 17 minutes to 4. Dull and overcast and foggy, chilly, around 5 p.m. Very cold, getting very, very cold tonight. Right now it's hovering around 4 degrees centigrade. Low tonight, -3, -4, -6 in Scotland. Tonight, foggy and frosty. 1 FM. Love everywhere. Give me the night. My man George Benson. Check him out. We love him.
Give me the night.
A1 Cambridgeshire peak time tailbacks have regularly been extending over long distances on the N1. That's the Sawtree contraflow between Peterborough and Huntingdon. You'll save time by finding an alternative route as we hit the peak tonight. On the A1 in Durham, there's a contraflow and lane closures on the A1M between Aycliffe and Bradbury whilst resurfacing work takes place. If you're coming into the West End, forget about it because London, the West End area particularly is snarled up because traffic lights are out. And all along the department stores here, we've got various power cuts. BBC has power cuts, and it's pretty much havoc. A lot of people panicking. We don't care. We're just cool on the air here. We're just drinking tea and coffee. We got the old... What we got on? We got the old booster on, haven't we? Yeah, there's a little hamster going like that. So we're okay.
Mr. Spurs! Mr. Spurs! Yeah! Mr. Spurs! Check it out! Mr. Spurs!
There he is. Diamond Geezer. How you doing, Diamond?
Get so insane, Steve.
Are you feeling insane?
Oh, am I feeling insane or what?
Now, who is today's Mr. Spoon?
Today's Mr. Spoons, today's biggest jarhead, meathead and jerk in the country who must have Mr. Spoons written on his head till 12 o'clock tonight, you know?
Absolutely.
And he must be called Mr. Spoons for the rest of his natural life. The rest of his natural life, I'm afraid, Mr. Spoons. And he must be spammed up, which means a lovely centre partner. It could be you. You there. But it is
Hang on.
Oh,
here we go.
Drum roll.
No, it's not
Can't
working.
find a cart machine.
Oh,
Okay. Are you listening in Somerset, in Burnham-on-Sea, in Victoria Street, in Victoria Court, Unit 3? Yes, Sarah, Sharon and Tracy, your vote. Nigel Hustwit is Mr. Spoons.
Nigel, it's you.
It's you, Nigel. I'm sorry. Blame Sarah, Sharon and Tracy of Unit 3, Victoria Court, Burnham-on-Sea, People System Technologies. If you're going down there, knock on the door, say, can I speak to Mr. Spoons, please? And Sarah will show you Nigel with his little Mr. Spoons on his head.
Yeah.
His spanned-up little...
Thank you, Diamond Geezer. It's 10 minutes to 4, 1FM. I don't know what happened. It was your radio. In Central Scotland at 98.6, the North 98.8, the Midlands 98.4, South Wales, Avon and Somerset 98.7, London 104.8, Belfast 96, Oxfordshire 98.2, and soon to be loud and proud on FM in all sorts of areas, plus 1053 and 1089 kilohertz. There is no escape.
Radio 1 Travel News.
Message now from the Travel Centre for Travellers in central London. The LEB power cut causing serious traffic congestion in much of central London right now, particularly in the West End area. There's no street lighting or traffic signals, and to add to problems, there are diversions in Oxford Street as a result of a fire. On the Underground, Piccadilly Circus, Hampstead and Belsize Park stations are closed. There are some delays to services also on the Jubilee line. Fog warning now. Icy patches and freezing fog will again be a serious hazard on many roads and motorways throughout the country tonight. There are already reports of patchy fog on the M4 in Wiltshire, and drivers in affected areas are urged to slow down right now. Use your headlights and fog lights and give the vehicle in front plenty of room, please.
Here's what's happening at Radio 1.
Time for one of our famous talkie bits, and a reminder that Status Quo will be here within the half an hour. Yeah. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Fish soothes psoriasis. Anybody got psoriasis? That's this stuff. I'm sorry?
I have, Steve.
Dr. Fish Filliter, nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Yes, I've got psoriasis. What do fish do about it?
They don't do anything, but you've got to get them down your neck. Polyunsaturated fish oils are already thought to help protect our hearts from disease and relieve rheumatoid arthritis. Now, researchers in the US have found that they can help cure psoriasis too. Fish such as mackerel, salmon, herring and trout contain oils rich in essential fatty acids of the omega-3 group. Along with cod liver oil, they've been found to reduce the redness and itching of psoriasis. I used to have this. This is the stuff in the hair, right? You know, kind of like a flaky head. Dr. Charles Ellis of the University of Michigan School of Medicine believes that omega-3 fatty acids enrich the skin cell membranes, creating less inflammatory hormones and thus preventing these skin diseases.
Any idiot knew that.
Oh, right. You would. So what about favourite fish here? Who eats fish? Come on.
I love fish.
Yeah.
Fish and chips, brilliant.
You like fish and chips?
Oh, yeah, cod and chips.
Love salmon. Salmon's lovely.
You don't mean rock salmon, do you?
No, not rock
You mean
salmon.
regular
That's not very
salmon?
Nice. Yeah,
Rock salmon is really shark.
Of course it is. Shark?
Yes,
No.
rock salmon is fish and
it
chip
is,
shop named for shark.
Well, why don't they call it shark then?
Well, oh yes,
Well, no,
shark.
shark and chips, please.
I see them doing a lot of roaring trade on that.
With vinegar.
Shark and chips. As he gets it out of the thing, he goes... dun, 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 dun.
Oh no!
It's eating the chips.
Well, it's not a great white, is it? It's a sort of British shark.
Anybody else into fish here? Because nobody has psoriasis here, I see, so we must be quite good fish eaters.
We're all fishy.
Squid's the thing.
Squid?
Yeah,
Squid.
Yeah?
The suckers are lovely.
Are they?
Oh, please.
No.
Scampi's nice.
Juicy.
Oh, scampi?
Scampi.
No, I better scampi in a basket.
Lovely.
Lovely. That's an interesting thing.
Give me fish to fill it.
3 minutes to 4. This is just beautiful. Here's Roger Christian on 1FM.
To 4 o'clock and then heading on to 5:30. We're pleased to announce the show is running on time and there are no problems with the journey. Thank you for travelling with 1FM.
We we want to give you a clue. We want to give you a clue as to who are here today. Okay, you ready? Dun, 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 dun,
Hang on, let's do something different, right? Let's do that.
Okay. Francis and Rick are here from Status Quo. How are you, boys?
Oh, great. We're great.
When do you like work? It's good in here, isn't it?
Oh, it's just mucking about all the time.
We're great today, sir.
Oh,
Thank
no,
you.
sir. We're not supposed to do that, sir.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, don't do that, boys.
We fetched out a new album. We got a new album, haven't we? Fetching
An
album.
Now, you love all this
pronunciation of worms.
twisting words around. Like we do that, don't we? Like we do all this Tony...
Can't say that.
So, yeah, there's Mr. and Mrs. Dandeliver and their son Stan. Right? So what's that? Stan Dandeliver. Stan and
I like that. I like
Mr.
that.
and Mrs. Wall Carpet and their son Walter. Love that.
It's stupid, isn't it? It's stupid.
It really is
Source
stupid.
owner and his son Ray.
Yeah, Ray Source owner.
Yeah, he's a nice boy.
Let's just do the introductions here. We have Janice over here.
Hello, Janice.
Are you Miss Spoons? No.
Oh, nasty.
We have Diane.
Who's well wrapped up.
Hello, Diane.
We've got Julian.
She's well
We've
wrapped
got
up. So.
Mikey over there. You're a big fan of Mikey's, aren't you?
I'm a great fan of everything you do. Everyone on the show, Steve. I'll tell you,
No, you're only saying that because you want us to play your album.
Not at all. Elben.
The Albion.
We fetched a new Elben out. Right?
When you're fetching out your new album,
It's all that South London. It's the South London drum. They're fetching a new Elben out, boys.
And who did that?
And Mikey.
Over here we have Happening Boy.
Happening Boy. Well, it's very nice to meet you, Happening Boy.
Listen, we're going to come back and talk to Status Quo in just a moment. Latest invention, the Gorby doll. Unfortunately, it looks like Bob Hope. And a well-known soap star is to get his own TV series. But which one? Which soap star? Shut up over there. There's Dionne Warwick.
No, don't mention that name, sir. Old Blind Jack mentioned that name, sir, and he was carried off by 10,000 screaming demons all the way to hell. Oh, you don't want to be mentioning that name, sir. Not that name.
Francis Rossi and Rick Parfitt are here from Status Quo. So listen.
We're rehearsing still, you see.
No, let me ask you a serious question. Couple of serious questions. Do you ever get fed up with that image, that dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, like the old heavy metal with the hair down? Do you ever get fed up with doing that, talking about it, being it?
Not that image, sir.
Oh, no, sir.
No. Don't talk about that image,
The
sir.
Cape Boys of Rock image, sir. No, sir. We don't like that, sir.
No. I had my hair cut a while ago, and I thought I didn't feel like myself because I had my hair short. And I think if people can identify you with one certain thing, and mine happens to be my hair.
And mine happens to be the lack of it.
No, I don't get sick of that. No.
It's incredible, though, to think that you've been around. I mean, I don't want to remind
We've been around.
you.
Rick's been around more than I have.
That's not what I've heard. But you've been around.
You've been to Manchester, haven't you? Yes. I know what's happened to you in
They like
Manchester.
you in Manchester.
They like you and all.
No, you've been around, since 1967?
Well, 62. Actually, was the first gig.
The first hit was
What about the first hit?
First gig, the first hit was in 68. Yeah.
Well, there was the old pictures of Matchstick Men and all
And
that.
that didn't go dun 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 dun. It was
That was the only one.
And then we had after that we had a year off. Right? We had a year off after
came up
that
with another song
to develop. It took us a year to develop that.
Very musically minded.
But
What a
you've
day that was,
Wasn't it, sir?
Oh no, sir.
Would you like to rub that in for me,
I can't
sir?
drink this, man.
Please, boys, let me keep some control. You've had a hit, I'd say, every year
We
or
had
many
one.
hits?
Yeah. Apparently we had a single in the chart every year up. When was it? What year were we in?
89.
Until about 83, we'd had one in the chart every every year since 71.
And you kind of do it quietly, don't you? You've never... You
You
never...
haven't been in my room.
you never went passé, did you?
Sorry?
You never went kind of passé. You never
Until
went out of style in any way.
We never really became in style, did we? Now, one time I noticed we were in style, if you wish, was that we had Rocking All Over the World out.
Right.
Our guest list at Hammersmith at the time was up to 400 and something people. So I knew we were quite hip at that point, you see. But other than that, it's true. Other than that, your guest list sort of go...
Some years before that, before Rocking All Over the World, we were actually the band to see in our Status Quo in town. You know, we were, at one stage in our career, the band to see.
What does it mean, the band to see?
Well, you know, let's say, I mean, if Prince comes to town, right? Okay, Prince is in town, everybody flocks to see Prince, and we used to be the band to see, albeit it was at the Ground in Croydon, but I mean...
I've seen you at the Ground in Croydon.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That was like 1978 or
Just
something.
after the old king died, that was...
It was before a decimal, wasn't it?
Don't mention that king,
Not that king, sir.
not the old king.
Don't mention the Queen, sir.
We'll be back with Status Quo in every day. It's 4:15. In the news today, shut up. Nadia Comaneci, as they're saying now. I thought it was Comaneci, I really did, but it's Comaneci according to the newses. Has defected to Hungary, but nobody can find her. The Princess of Wales will witness the slightly naughty restaurant scene in When Harry Met Sally tonight. Rajiv Gandhi is in the political wilderness today, vowing to make a comeback. And it's been confirmed. Running and working at a VDU terminal can double your stress level. So there.
Where be that Steve Wright too? I know where he be. He be on that Radio 1 on the BBC. He knows I hears he. Grateful I'm alive. Steve Wright show in the afternoon on free till 5:30.
FM in Europe.
From the BBC.
Remember, posse, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. Cheerio now.
We're back here with Status Okay, if you could both read out some of the birthdays for today, if you would.
You can't see that. Right. Thursday, November the 30th, 1989. Virginia Mayo, she's an actress and she's 69. Richard Crenna, he's an actor and he's 63.
What was Richard Crenna in, you know?
War movie type things?
Yeah, he's in a lot of war movies.
And I remember him. Frank Ifield.
Frank Ifield.
And he was a singer. He's now 152. George Graham, Arsenal FC, manager. He's 45 and barking mad, sir. George Graham. Right. Who? Rada Lupu. Lupu Lapu.
Yes, that's right.
Loop.
And he or she is a pianist of 44 years. Oh, nice name. Margarita Porter. And she's a ballet dancer.
Oh, she's super, isn't
she? And she's 41.
She's really super.
41.
About my size, isn't it?
Billy Idol, rock singer.
Now, we like him.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Yeah.
He's got an attitude, hasn't he?
Bill.
He has. Yeah, definitely got an attitude.
His friend's name is Bill. And he's 34.
God,
Andy Gray, go on, Andy. Football international, 34. Getting on a bit, isn't he?
For a footballer, yeah.
Gary Lineker, footballer, 29. And Steve Crabb, athlete, love him, 26.
We'll be back with Status Quo. Happy birthday, everybody. Going 4:21 on Steve Wright in the afternoon. The power is now back on in London, posse. Well done, the LEB. Bless you, bless you, bless you. All right, fog warning, icy patches and freezing fog will again be a serious hazard on many roads and motorways throughout the country tonight. There are already reports of patchy fog on the M4 in Wiltshire. Drivers in affected areas are urged to slow down forthwith.
The winning team is on.
From 3 to 5:30. It's another true story.
We're back with Status Quo in just a moment. Another true story now. You quote boys, just be quiet for a minute now. A record price, be quiet. A record price of $1.59 million was reached for a 1961 Ferrari Berlinetta in a recent Monte Carlo auction. The car was bought by an anonymous European car enthusiast bidding by telephone. Another Berlinetta, a 1959 model, sold for £1.3 million.
It's another true story.
Next speed, and then suddenly, gradually have to bring it back before the rest of the band comes.
Now listen,
it's just nerves.
Okay, now all those rock stars were there, and you're right. Give him a hack.
Thank you.
What about some of the other rock stars? Who do you like personally?
She like that.
Nobody really.
No, come on.
I don't really socialise. The only group that we've actually, me, have been out and socialised with is the Spandaus. Now, I had them down as a right bunch of strange blokes. I see them in these kilts and things on telly. I thought, hang on, there's got to be something. I thought they were going to be hell yeah, And I met them, and they're right kind of,
Tony Hadley's a very nice guy. I know him.
Great geezer. And what I like about Spandaus, they all go out together. Like, they must phone one another up and let's go out and have a lig. Every time you see them out around the clubs or whatever, they're always together, the whole band.
Yeah.
And no messages are nothing about.
They like a few beers, don't they?
They certainly do, yeah. Yeah. Bunch of happening geezers.
Now, what about
happening?
Do you? So you don't social? Raving. Oh, they're all raving, man. So you don't socialise with any other bands. But what about the bands that you like? I mean, both of you. Who do you respect as bands, and what kind of music do you listen to?
ZZ Barking Top. Like them.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Barking Top. Yeah.
Isn't that funny? The one called Beard doesn't have the beard.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm mad for them. I think they are a rock band, they're a great rock band.
Yeah.
We saw them in the States, actually, and you remember we were standing up the back of the hall, and it was literally pinning us. This is a 20,000-seater place, and pinning us to the back wall. It was wonderful. I like a bit of volume, me.
Of course, I know you're both...
Loud boy.
I thought you were both very big Jason and Kylie fans.
I noticed you are.
I am. No, I tell you...
We got a bone of people eating them.
No, I tell you, that new Jason Donovan single is a really well-constructed single, isn't it?
Well-constructed, granted. Yeah.
It's great.
So I think he is a really good, and I mean this seriously.
Sorry.
I think he's a really good pop star. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he's clean, he's fresh, and mums are not looking at their daughters all, you don't want to go near that geezer, whatever.
Right. Like they used to do with you.
Still do. Exactly. Even my mum and dad said that. Wouldn't come near me.
Who'd want you?
But he is everything. He's got everything rolled into what should be a pop star.
But what about the whole Stock Aitken and Waterman thing? Do you think it's burning now, or do you think it's still hot?
Yeah, I think it's still hot.
And can you appreciate the style of production?
Well, let me say this. We've been knocked over the course of the last, God knows how many years, about our stuff being samey, right? But the fact is, we're still here, and we're sitting here talking to you, right? And here we are, right? Yeah. And we're going out on tour.
Right, and the tour will be sold out.
Going back to Stock Aitken and Waterman, so people say their stuff's the same and the rhythm track's the same and everything. Largely it is, but the records are always very refreshing, I find out. And the artists are all sparkling little starlets or
But it's all right for you see, because you have
what's happened to poor old Rick, though. Where's Rick?
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be back.
Seen Rick for a while.
Don't mention Rick. Old Blind Jack mentioned Rick. And old Rick ain't been seen since.
But 2,000 demons.
We're back with Status Quo in just a moment. So, some true stories, some Phil Schofield, some Sid, some Mad, and much more stuff.
Join us when we come back as Steve Wright in the Afternoon continues after the news.
4:30 now in the UK. So many, really. Sue Pollard, Chris Biggins, Tony Blackburn.
Radio 1. Steve Wright in the afternoon. Radio 1, Steve Wright, stereo FM. Weekdays, 3 to 5:30. Steve on one, right in on one, the afternoon on Steve Wright on Radio 1.
And now, back to more music on Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Foggy and chilly. Right now it's getting very, very cold. It's hovering around +1 or 2 degrees centigrade only. Tonight, -3, -5 in some areas of northern Scotland. And tonight will be very, very foggy indeed.
Good afternoon. The customers on the 3 o'clock program from London will shortly experience additional surrealism due to a Mr. Mad on the line. Thank you.
Mr. Mad is back online. We're back with Status Quo in just a moment. Who's mad?
I'll tell you who's mad.
Who?
Oh, Buffalo Bill, he's mad.
Buffalo Bill?
Yeah, he's raving mad, he is.
Who else?
Them Status Quo boys start raving mad.
He says you're raving mad. Who else?
Herbert Hatt.
Herbert Hatt?
Herbert Hatt.
Yeah, who else?
And Horace Hatstand.
Uh-huh.
And both of them raving mad.
Who else is mad?
Anyone who says, take out the giblets and don't eat them, raving mad. Frankie Vaughan, the singer, the bloke with a hat and a cane,
he's mad, he's barking.
Raving mad. James Ross.
James Ross?
Yeah, you know who I mean.
He's raving mad.
He's barking mad. Anyone who lives in Lithuania with a bucket stuck on the top of their head.
So many people do that.
Raving, all spam heads. Raving mad. Donkey Dave in Stockley Park.
Donkey Dave?
Raving mad.
He's mad.
Anyone who builds a house in the shape of a light bulb and then lives in it, raving mad. The group in a city.
All chefs?
All chefs called Norman or Carlos. Anyone who shaves off Rolf Harris's beard.
Rolf Harris's beard?
And then sends the clippings to the international film star Lauren Bacall with a note saying, have you got it yet? Do you know what it is, darling? I said to my doctor this morning, I said, doctor, I've got 59 seconds to live.
Yeah?
He said, I'll be with you in a minute.
By the way,
did I tell you I was Sigmund Freud?
Somerset Morn. Who's 50 today from all the Europa boys, and hello to Olaf Sventog in Scheveningen in Holland. It's gone up on 17 minutes to 6 there in Holland, 17 to 5 in Britain. The girls from the office at Garlawise Transport at Teen in Stoke-on-Trent want a song for all the truckers out there on the roads. You just take it steady because it's foggy tonight. Please say hello to the guys at Avis Rent-A-Car at Manchester Piccadilly. That's Brian and Eric and Ray. Shut up. In the garage, and of course Terry Burke, the ultimate Mr. Spoons of Manchester. Thursday, November 30th, 1989, and Status Quo. So listen, have you got your guitars with you?
No. Yeah.
Oh, you said you were going to bring in your guitar.
Well, yes and no, really.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean, yes and no?
Well, you
can tell me, I'm a doctor.
We've got our boxes with us.
Okay, wheel them over. Wheel them over. You haven't got the plug-in ones, though, have you?
No, we've got our pluckers with us.
These are the pluckers? Okay.
Get me plucker out.
Can you get that full da-da-da-da sound out of those?
Oh, yeah. You can donkey wonky. Well, you see, we have a certain knack, sir. A certain knack, sir. Whereas you can get it sound like that.
Oh, that's lovely.
But then you get it sound like that.
All right.
There's that certain sound.
You like that?
You do carry on. What do you think of that one?
We like that. We like that.
What's that smell?
What we want.
Man, I like.
You're not well. I'm not doing that.
Rocking all over the world. One more. Stop. And I like it, 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 here we go.
I've heard this before.
Rocking all over the world.
Rocking over the world.
We're back with Quo in just a moment. Status Quo are playing live.
They started turning minds were half open, but she didn't see me there. Sure that mic's supposed to be there, really. As it ran along, we ran along, walking across the rooftops in my chair. Pretty cool, huh? Far out, solid, all that. She's darkness and a car in my pocket, and we started moving. Was that she using? My eyes were half open, but we didn't see him there.
Caught these lyrics, they make no sense at all.
That was brain.
Sounds good, though.
Oh, you got cans on?
Yeah.
Put the car back in my pocket, and I'm still here in my chair. Woo. Yeah. Stop smiling. We danced to the mystery band without even trying. No, it was our fun. We didn't see them there. Him? Oh, the policeman. Is that right? Lovely tuning in. I'm thinking. Ran along. Yeah. We ran along, walking across the rooftops in my chair. Dun dun dun. Yeah.
Status Quo playing. Status Quo playing live on Steve Wright in the afternoon. Yeah. We're back with the Quo. Oh, I like it.
Yeah. If you want to, turn me on to. Now anything, down this one.
Yeah.
Turn me on to your love.
Greater parties,
we love. Do you still care when I'm not there? Now do you really wish I was there? Can I come there for lunch? Love, sweet love. Come on, sweet Caroline. That's right. You're mine. We're bad. You know I wanna take her. I really gotta make her. Come on, you got me into this. Take my hand. Together we can rock and roll. How that goes.
Radio 1 FM, Central Scotland 98.6, the North 98.8, the Midlands 98.4, South Wales, Avon and Somerset at 98.7, London 104.8, Belfast 96, Oxfordshire 98.2, 1053 and 1089 kilohertz medium wave, coming at you in the rain or the fog and the wind and the cold, the warm sound, the cuddly, soupy sound on 1FM. Julie McGowan from Nottingley wants a mention for her boyfriend Hugh McFarlane, who works for S&R Materials, and she wants to say that she loves him. Hi to everyone at Highway Publishing at Newton Abbot, and if we don't say hi, they'll never do any work again. And hi to the lads and lasses at Hopman Business in Worcester. Love from their retiring boss, John Fox Mills. Have a nice retirement, John. It's coming up on 4 minutes to 5. Still to come, Phil Schofield's chore, and today he has been asked to bring in a banjo before 5:15. Now, tonight's Mark Goodyear show has exclusive news on Phil Collins. Could be something about a tour, you just never know. Never mind about any other newspaper, we have it first. Exclusive news about Phil Collins on the Mark Goodyear show at 5:45. Back with Quo soon.
Radio 1.
Steve Wright in the afternoon. The show that touches you in a way that will never become legal.
Radio 1 FM.
And now, back to more music on Steve Wright in the afternoon.
Are you listening in Belfast? Here on 96 FM or on medium wave in Belfast City Centre or anywhere in the Northern Ireland area, and you can get to Belfast tonight. You might like to know that our own breakfast show host Simon Mayo is in Belfast City Centre right now, and around 6:45, 6:30, 6:45, he'll be arriving outside City Hall to turn on the Belfast City Centre Christmas lights tonight. Okay, that's Simon Mayo in Belfast City Centre. Outside the City Hall, the lights will go on at 7:15, but please get there early because it's going to be very busy tonight. Good luck, Simon, and go up to him and say hello, because he's a great guy, he's a great lad, is Simon.
My spatula gets busy.
What?
On 0898 4742.
Don't start that again.
Listen to me have a meringue.
No.
On 0898 6664.
Pack it in.
Spatula action on 0898 4474.
Come on, now
Peel
stop
the
it.
potatoes.
Stop it.
On 0898 4447.
Stop it.
5 spatulas in the cupboard on 0898 4434.
Stop it.
I'm cross, indexing my stamp collection on 0898 4744. Or spatulas a go-go on 0898 4747.
Radio 1. This is Britain's most dangerous radio show.
We're back with Status Quo in a moment. Just a little light applause, please, for yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, we read this week that Ruby Wax, regrettably, has a stomach ulcer, and they say this is due to the stress of her work, i.e. she's putting together a TV program at the moment. And there's a thing here which says, are you ulcer prone? You probably are ulcer prone if you're a nervous, nail-biting fidgeter or pacer who suffers from insomnia or other sleep problems. Anybody here? If other members of your family have developed ulcers, the tendency is hereditary. If you regularly take aspirin or other acid-provoking medications, if you regularly take more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day, if you shun vegetables and fruits and have a taste for fast foods and junk food. That's all of us, isn't it? That is all of us here. Yeah. If any of these warning signs fit you, Sachs recommends this program to help prevent ulcers. 1. Eat a regular diet with 2 servings of fruit, 3 servings of vegetables, 3 or more servings of cereals and grains like rice, and 7 ounces of poultry or fish every day. Now, who is going to do that? That's a lot of stuff to eat. 2. Try eating 5 or 6 smaller meals a day instead of 3 big ones. How many meals do you have a day, folks? Folks.
I'm telling you.
Okay, folks. How many meals?
Just eat all day.
Do you?
Yeah.
But how many big meals do you have, PK?
3.
3 big meals? How about
I
you?
eat when I'm hungry.
Yeah?
It varies.
On average, how many meals?
Most people do. Probably 3.
Probably 3. How about you, Diane?
3.
3 meals?
I only have 2 meals.
Do you?
Yeah.
What, morning and afternoon?
Yeah, no, afternoon and evening.
Afternoon? What, you just starve in the morning?
Yeah.
Really? Don't you eat at all in the morning, Mikey?
A little croissant, but that's not a meal, is it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's quite...
Well, all right, then. I have 3 then.
Okay, happening, boy?
I only have 2 because I don't get up in time for breakfast. I haven't got time for breakfast in the mornings.
Too busy.
Too busy.
It's too busy with the drinking.
Too busy with
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
How about you, Diamond Geezer?
I'll just have the 2, Steve-O. Just the 2.
2 what?
Beef madras.
In about the beef madras, I told you before.
The UK Radio 1.
The Big FM in Europe.
From the BBC.
And they're just tuning up. What about Oh, that's a good old song. Loneliness to a wedding ring. I found an ace and I won a king.
You made me king of your heart. From a jack to the king.
With loneliness, I played the cards last night, and Lady Luck played her hand just right.
You made me king of your heart.
back to a king. One of our... A king. Just one of our old favourites,
Who had a hit with that song?
Nat King Cole. No,
was it Nat King Cole?
No.
It's the fellow who died in the back of his motor.
From a Jack to a King.
What a brilliant song.
Was it Ned Miller?
Ned Miller.
Right.
That's right.
I thought it was the main man. What's his name?
Ned.
Yeah.
Ned.
It was old Ned.
No, sir.
Don't mention old Ned. This new album you've got out is the stuff similar to your other stuff, or are there some good new songs in there? Or tell us about the new album.
Well, the new album.
Because the record.
She's a dreamer, a really little dreamer. I couldn't leave her, I really couldn't leave her. You didn't give me time to beat the fever. I got the fever, I couldn't beat the fever. Listen while I'm talking to you all night long. Right on.
It goes like that.
Yeah, it goes like that kind of thing.
It's more in the...
It sounded like the real group.
What real group?
That Status Quo group.
Oh, that lot.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that lot, yeah.
I'll tell you what, Steve.
What's that?
Heading down upon Turnpike.
Oh, yes.
Same country, line west. A lunatic, the crazy ghost from maybe don't like the shape of my nose, but I'm doing alright now. Rolling down the dust pipe, na 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 na. I guess I didn't make it in the city.
Great, in a big way.
But that's just the way that it goes. There's a crazy lunatic, the crazy ghost from maybe don't like the shape of my nose, but I'm doing alright now. Going down the dust pipe, na 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 na.
So let's go.
Yeah, that's the complicated bit, yeah. Oh. Mikey, happening boy, Steve, thank you very much. To get applause from you guys.
Okay, listen, we've got to go because the next person wants to come in here now and do some more broadcasting. Would you be able to do us one more song? If we play a couple of records, we'll come back and you do us one more song, yeah?
We'll do a bit of David if you like.
All right, hang on. We got to tell us what the time is. We'll come back with you in just a moment. Status Quo now. And they're going to do one more. Now, listen, let me just ask you before you play it, what are you doing now? You're going out on tour, right?
Tour today, sir.
Today, okay. Where are you tonight?
Newport, sir.
God, you're going to
the accent's right, almost.
Get down that M4 as quick as you can. Good luck on the tour. And the album is out, and the single is out. And thank you for coming in. And you're going to play us out?
It really has been our pleasure.
Well, it's great to see you again.
Cyril, mate. No, I'm Cyril. Happening boy and Mikey and everyone.
Well, actually, if we're finished, we can get out doing this last tune in.
No, you can't.
No. What we're going to do? I don't know. Railroad. Do you want to do Railroad?
Oh, yeah, right.
You wanted a junk, didn't you?
Oh, this is great. This is Status Quo.
Railroad, she let me standing on the line. Railroad, she's really leaving me this time. Leaving on a midnight train.
One of those. Plane or a train, I don't know.
Leaving, never gonna come back again.
Some chance.
I'm living alone, a place of my own, a bed, a chair, and one rear entrance back door. Something went wrong with the sizing on the cord, and now she ain't around no more. Something she said as she lay on my bed 6 or 7 seconds ago. I guess I was wrong, I really didn't think she would go much. The railroad, she let me standing on the line.
What do you think so far?
Right. Railroad, she's really leaving me this time. Leaving on a midnight train.
Just come out of rehearsals, you understand.
Leaving, never gonna come back again.
Status Quo. Manufacturers is sadly laying off some of its workforce. The news was announced with the headline, "Bottom falls out of corset industry." De-icer is the big seller this week in the garages. It's very, very cold tonight. It's foggy tonight too. Some garages sold out of de-icer. And you might like to know that flights to America will be cheap for Christmas. $199 to New York, $299 to Los Angeles. Well, the Quo have gone, but Phil Schofield has just arrived late. You arrived late tonight. You were late.
Now, come on.
No, I'm going to let you off. You were here.
Come on, there's hundreds of hairy people out there.
I know. You got the banjo. We'll come back with you in just a moment. Stay there. He's here. He's here.
BBC Radio 1.
We'll be right back after this
word. Right in the afternoon. Radio 1, Steve Wright, stereo FM. Weekdays, 3 to 5:30. Steve on 1, right in on 1, the afternoon on Steve Wright on Radio 1.
At 12, where did you get that banjo? Wow, check you out.
This is from the BBC Banjo Department.
A little bloke up there in a
Television
white coat.
Centre. Just to drive up to Television Centre. Yeah, whereabouts you going? I'm just going to pick a banjo up. Oh, all right, then fine. And they don't bat an eyelid.
Banjo Department up there, first on the right. See old Reg in there.
So, Reg from the Banjo Department, thank you.
Great, okay. Wow. Okay, now, can you actually play a tune on it, Phil?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so,
let me just tune it up a second. Hang on.
Just tune it up. We'll count you in. Hang on. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Smoking here. I can talk and play, no problem at all. I can do it with my toe as well.
Fantastic. Oh, Phil, I had no idea you were such a musician. That's incredible.
Awesome.
That is incredible.
Listen, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, go on.
Outside, I've just had a word with the Quo lads.
Yeah.
Outside, there's a. Can you bring it in?
Get the guitar out in. Right,
bring the guitar. Bring the guitar in. Listen, how about this?
Thank you. This is one of the...
Do you remember that film? That film?
Thanks. Yeah.
Dueling Banjos.
Yeah, I can play. I can play.
You can do the guitar bit.
Oh yeah.
And I'll do the banjo bit.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
We got 1 minute to go.
A minute to go. So
are we coming on your show this Saturday?
You are coming on a Saturday, hopefully.
What, on Saturday morning?
Who are you going to bring with you?
Well, who should we bring? Dr. Fishfilleter?
Oh, great.
And Mr. Mad?
Yeah.
On a TV on
Plenty
Saturday
of room.
morning.
No problem.
Can we bring some
I'm
fish?
not nervous. You bring some fish. Oh, I'm not nervous at all.
I'm not nervous at all. All right. So you count us in then, Happening Boy. And,
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.